really, we'd be walking through and seeing all these things like you guys would be doing, and so these would be obvious things to us.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I know.
so what I do when I'm looking through is I'm also looking for anything I can do to get in connection with the client. I'm looking at the house, but I'm also looking at all the photographs and pictures and everything in the house that I can see that there may be a tie between the two of us, maybe sales or maybe whatever, all kinds of different things that we can make a connection on too, so that when we get together later on, we can start talking the same kind of talk if, we have those kind of connections with other kids or whatever, those
I'm
kind of
looking
things.
for common ground.
Common ground or something that, again, there's a thread that you can tie and work with, later on in the presentation. So.
And as we're walking through the house, I'd also be jotting down some notes to help me remember the highlights, or even better, maybe just snapping a few pictures.
Okay. So now we go to, basically talking about, we've looked at the house, now we're going to sit down and start talking.
So we put together a little presentation for you about Zip Realty's listing service, the things we can do for you to market and sell your home. So I've got it set up. I've printed it out also for you to leave with you. You can jot down notes, questions if you want. But I've got it on my laptop here, so we'll look through it and talk about it as I step through these different pages.
We have time out again?
Uh-huh.
What I'm doing too is I'm telling him that, what I do with my clients is I basically say, what I'm here for is to find out what your needs are, what your plans are, and where we can go forward with how is to best satisfy your needs. Now I've got all the tools here that Zip has, everything that anybody else would have in the marketplace, and a lot more because of, again, being the online company that we are. But my main focus on is understanding what it's going to take for you to be happy with this move, and making sure that I'm going to provide everything to you that gives you the ability to get to your next goal on the sale of the house and the purchase of another one, or to retirement or whatever it may be. So that's my main reason for being here, is to show you the things that we can do for you, but also my main emphasis is working with you to find out what your real needs are.
I just wanted to be upfront too. This is a. By selling this house, I know we'll probably sell and probably move out of state. So this is, it means a lot, and I definitely want to have the right agent. And just to be upfront, I'm going to be seeing some agents from some other companies, local companies, and I just, and I want to watch and listen to what you have to say. But it's really important that I connect, and I really believe that you're going to be able to get the best top dollar for my property.
Well, and I appreciate you being upfront with us about that, and it's quite common for people to do that. So again, appreciate you telling us that, and I'm sure you'll see the information that we're going to present to you, that we've got the best online marketing available to you, as well as local agents. We work as a team. Dale and I are always available to answer your questions. Some of the information I'm going to explain to you or cover in this presentation will show you how many people we've got registered on our website that are looking for homes just like yours in Newport Beach. So hopefully we'll be able to make you comfortable with our abilities, and convinced that we can get you the best dollar in the shortest amount of time, and get you where you want to be as quickly as possible. Okay?
Have you bought and sold recently? And this house you said you've been in for 10 years now?
No, I've been here for 30 years. So we built a new. I had the house before,
okay.
And so.
So you haven't made very many moves in your lifetime, obviously.
No. It's the second house I've owned, and I didn't sell the other one either. So I've never sold a house before.
So so this is a very important step for you, and understand the severity, if you will, of the fact that you need to get what you need. But again, you need to accomplish your goals too, is to get the property sold at a reasonable price. forward as soon as you possibly can, if that's what your plans are. Do you have a timeline that you're working on, or?
Not an exact timeline. It's certainly we want to maximize, and try to get the best price possible. I'm not going to sacrifice dollars by trying to sell it too quickly, but I don't want to overprice it and sit around and languish out here like some people I've seen. Some of my neighbors, have bbeen there for a year and a half.
With their homes for sale and
yeah.
not sold. Okay, so your main goal is to basically do a reasonable transaction, but so we're looking at really where we're at in the marketplace, than what you have your plans of going forward somewhere. So when you sell, you'll make those plans, or you?
Yeah, but at this point, I think we have an idea of where we're going to go, but it's more fluid right now. It's to try to maximize the price, and then we flexible as far as the time frame and where we're going to actually end up moving.
Okay, so our main focus really would be to get into all the features of your house that you feel are the main selling items, and we should really focus on those when we market it, as far as, again, the see-through fireplace and the step-down living room, cherry wood cabinets, and all those kind of things that are important. That those are the things on the upgrades that, especially in the peninsula here, where you see a lot of homes that have been upgraded, but yet that they're 10 years old still, or 15 years old, but not so recent. So those are the things that when you're competing in the pricing of your house, those are going to be things that we can sell first. Not necessarily what makes them sell more for more money, but what makes them sell first over your competition. So yeah, so again, what we're looking for is to be able to focus on those main things that will get your house fast. So we can show you again how Zip provides all the marketing part, but Lynn and I, what our job is to do is really focus on what it takes to get your house sold and meet your needs. Just wanted to make sure that we were able to do that, so we can go forward with what we have to offer.
And again, Mike, just to drive home the point, I've got a cover letter in the CMA that I brought to you, the market analysis that explains some of these things that we're going to do. And again, I want to re-emphasize that we do work as a team. That's from Dale and I. We've got support people with us. If for some reason one of us aren't available, we've got 70 other agents in Orange County alone that we can rely on for emergency needs if that were to come up. We've also got a local broker and district director. Excuse me. And worst case is, we also guarantee your satisfaction. If for some reason anything's not up to your needs or you're not satisfied, we give you we have a $250 service guarantee. So, and we very seldom pay that out. In fact, I don't know that any Orange County agent ever has had to. There's also in the CMA, there's a little bit of profile information about Dale and I, some background information of our experience, our past successes, and here, now we're going to talk about the specific marketing part of what we're going to do, what Zip Realty does for your home. Mostly, I mean, a key factor is, and you may or may not already know this, but over 87% of all buyers start their home search online. And this is where Zip Realty really excels. We've got an enormous online presence. We're gonna, when we list your home, we're gonna have this prominently displayed as a featured listing, certainly on our own website, as well as many of the other websites, such as Google, Craigslist, Zillow, Trulia, Yahoo, etc., etc. All the top real estate related websites, your home will be up there near the top, if not at the very top. We also have we provide virtual photography, which many people rely upon, especially distant buyers, out-of-state buyers. They rely on the regular photographs as well as the virtual tour to help get a better feel for the home before they make the trip out to look at it. So again, that's something we do with all our listings, and it's at no charge to you. We, as part of the listing, we, along with the sign, assuming you want to have a sign, I mean, it's the best way to get local exposures by having a sign out in the front yard. And we'll also have open houses according to your